Welcome, acolytes. I'm Graveseeker, and this is MrBeast is getting cancelled by Mogul Male, aka Ludwig. I think. Yes, it was Ludwig. I didn't watch this guy for a long time, so there's that. But why is MrBeast getting cancelled? I don't know, but this guy does good videos, so let's react to this one. And he's most of the time informative and relatively, if it comes to drama stuff, precise, not so much in other stuff, but that is what it is. So let's try it out and let's hear what the man has to say.
You might have noticed I've been posting a little bit less on this channel, but it's not because of
Actually,
a lack
no.
of things to talk about. I could have made 3 videos on Rosanna, calling out MrBeast, apologizing to MrBeast, and then, redacting said apology to MrBeast.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure the videos I make are things I care about and am also informed about. And if I don't give a shit about it, I don't need to make a video. There's nothing that I'm beholden to. I don't have to push out 7 videos a week or whatever. I can just do it when I feel it. And I think that's a better relationship to have. So that way, when I make something, it's something that I also want to watch, because I've been thinking about it for a while. And I've been thinking about something for a while lately.
And by the way, I'm doing this stuff daily because I like the stress of actually putting something out that I actually am halfway happy about. And, well, I am. But interesting.
And it's the new MrBeast drama, not the Rosanna one. There's some new stuff. Yes, it is a bi-weekly affair these days. And if you don't know, MrBeast is in some hot water because...
Oh my god. Is it again some bullshit? Oh, for what did he got cancelled for again? Curing blind people. Or not blind, not totally blind, but going blind people, and people actually did for some reason didn't like that. I don't know why. They are bad people in my opinion, but
because he built 100 wells in Africa. But I have a bigger
we built West Africa. Go watch. So you want to help me focus on clean water and American next? My solution already exists. Just need to help amplify and scale the project. Okay, missed a bit when it comes to making the world a better place. Yeah, that's
theory.
okay.
He's not actually in hot water. And the bigger problem we have to talk about today is dog shit journalism. But first, let's get through the content.
I mean, let's be honest. Most mainstream journalism is dog shit. It is what it is. I mean, I don't think anyone is any logical person doesn't have anything against that.
If you didn't see
statement.
MrBeast's latest upload, he said it took him 8 months of preparation to make and a whole lot of money, but he did what the title says.
Oh, and by the way, I don't like MrBeast content. Just saying, I don't like it. But respect the freaking struggle this guy has. Like, he makes something extremely perfect, like to the detail. Like, I don't admire him because of his content, but because of the sheer pure dedication he has.
This is the first of 100 wells we're gonna build in this video. Oh, water!
And then he did it. I mean, I didn't go look at the wells myself personally, but I'm pretty sure he's not lying. That'd be pretty bad to lie about. He made 100 wells.
Families will come together.
And people were happy because then they had access to clean water. Good. That's a good thing. I feel like, yeah, we could all pretty much agree. Good that there are wells where there were not wells
Where
before,
no clean
right?
running water is correct.
Technically, I think they're not called wells anymore. They're like boring holes. I don't know. I'm not a zoologist, but there it is. And MrBeast himself, right before this video came out, said, I already know I'm going to get canceled because I uploaded a video helping people. And to be 100% clear, I don't care. I'm always going to use my channel to help people and try to inspire my audience to do the same. And then smiling face with open mouth and also cold sweat emoji attached to it. And then, just like he predicted, MrBeast got canceled. Yup. Yahoo News reports, while American YouTuber MrBeast's goal was to provide clean drinking water for 500,000 people, activists say his actions shame the Kenyan government and help perpetuate the stereotype that, quote, Africa's dependent on handouts.
You know what? Fuck you. Like, honestly, just fuck you for that one. F you gigantically. This man did more good than those people will do in their entire lifetime. Even though he has the money for it, because let's be honest, but and at the end of the day, MrBeast just uses his money for good things and he makes them even entertaining. What's the problem with that and making something good? Because I guarantee you, the people that didn't have a well, that didn't have water, clean water for them, they don't give a fuck about someone on Twitter that's raging or some Yahoo News or I don't know what, there are different news particles. I'll be honest, I'm ashamed. I am ashamed for someone else that I live in the same country as some idiots that wanna cancel someone for fucking helping out. That's insane.
Whoa, pretty scathing article here from Yahoo News, and it got picked up by a couple of people. This is ridiculous. The real thing that makes these activists mad is that MrBeast solved the problem for little money and little time, showing that everything's corrupt. And Colin said, report. Very journalistically, activists are upset at YouTuber MrBeast for building 100 wells across Africa. And then said, with a direct quote here, they're actually mad because MrBeast was a white male solving the problem. Quote, I've been doing this for 15 years, but we've been struggling to continue the work because of fundraising, awareness, advocacy. That all takes work, says the founder of Face Africa. And then overnight, this person comes along who happens to be a white male figure, and then he's quoting that person. And then MrBeast, and then quoted the MrBeast getting canceled. So maybe it's true. All right, maybe it's not dog shit journals. Maybe MrBeast is getting canceled because he's a white man who came in and solved this issue of no access to water for 500,000 people, which I think we could all shake firm hands about and say, that's dumb. I think it's okay. I think if he's able to use his money and his resources to help people, I don't give a shit if he is white. Or if he is 6'3", or if he does occasionally show pictures of himself shirtless, looking quite ripped, but holding his balls somewhat hard. I have no problem with that because the good he is doing is more important.
Yes. And by the way, MrBeast, as he is, he does this, he does the good stuff, and he makes it entertaining. This is the most important point of all. He does the good stuff, making it entertaining, so the money he gets, he actually invests in helping others. I just don't get the thinking around, why is this something bad? Why? Because honestly, the only thing I can think about is because he's a white male, a white guy that actually help people do something really positive that will stay and won't disappear.
But that's not what actually happened. Like almost none of this happened. If we actually take a look at the Yahoo article, a lot of the first people quoted in this are just supporting MrBeast. In fact, this person right here is a prominent activist and said, every 5 years we get elected members of parliament and senators in Kenya, a car that's worth $33,000, but we don't have money to drill boreholes for our people. So that just more so seems to be chastising the government. And then here's the quote from the activist who called out MrBeast. But let's actually look at the quote. Overnight, this person comes along who happens to be a white male figure with a huge platform, and all of a sudden he gets all this attention. It's a little frustrating, but it's also understanding the nature of how the world is. And then she praised MrBeast for shining the spotlight on the need for clean water supply, but warned the issue is sustainability. Because what happens is a lot of people come along, they'll build a well, they'll make a borehole, but then it won't be functional in 3 to 5 years, and then they have to go back to unsafe creek water or river water or whatever. So yes, that's fair. That's a good concern to throw out there. And if in 5 years...
Yeah, that's even a good criticism. I mean, even if she doesn't like it, she shouldn't have thrown it in socially, but yeah, it's fine.
All 100 MrBeast boreholes are no longer working, and all those people have to go back to creeks. We can talk about it at that point. But I wouldn't really call this a scathing activist lambasting MrBeast. The only thing that I think would perturb people is the white male figure part of it.
Yep.
Why is race being thrown into it? And that's a whole nother issue with, I think, a lot of people maybe in Kenya being proud and different things going on there. But as a whole, I don't really find to be an attempt at canceling MrBeast. I think it's someone who's just asked their thoughts.
Not canceling, but she definitively pushes his, or she tries to push the good he did down, and make it irrelevant.
Who is also helping tackle similar issues, right? But then if we look at back at this quote, Colin also says, others were upset that MrBeast highlighted the failures of the Kenyan government that maintain the stereotype that Africa is dependent on handouts and philanthropic intervention. Others. All right, well, let's take a look at who these others are. It turns out they are one other, a Kenyan politician named Francis Gaito, who criticized MrBeast, saying that, like he said here, Africa is dependent on handouts and philanthropic intervention. That's one dude. It's literally one person. He's right here. This is the video he made. And let me tell you, he got clowned on. The video's got 1.1 million views, 1.1 K likes, 1,000 quote retweets. People are not happy with the video that he made here. He's also just an aspiring politician, which is just different phrasing for a dude. Aspiring politician's not a job. It's the hope for a job. I'm an aspiring YouTuber with 10 million subscribers. I'm not that. What's the point? What is the purpose of this? This all started because of the sentence activists, which isn't even accurate, by the way.
Because let's be fair here, she definitively tried to downplay his achievement just because he's white. In this sentence, it is what it is. She definitively did that. She is an activist. We don't have to pretend she's not. But all in all, what she said was fine. Because MrBeast doesn't give a fuck about her. He doesn't give a fuck about any other people. He's a freaking giant monster of content, good content, and a giant force for good. This much we have to admit.
Activists did not say that this helped perpetuate the stereotype that Africa is dependent on handouts. That's what the aspiring
As I said, and I will repeat it again, the comment about his skin is definitively from a certain group activists that we know. And probably most people don't like.
Politician said. The activist, singular, said a whole different sentence. This is just a misquote. It's a malattributed quote. I don't know why the fuck Yahoo News did that. But because Yahoo News did that, then Colin showed up and did the same fucking thing. Colin showed up and he started quoting activists and others. But that's not right.
Well, it is right. There are already two of them. Like if you just take the two people, Collins and the other woman that commented on it. Yes, there are two. So technically he's correct. I'm not saying it's actually like logical, but it is technically correct. Those are two activists. And if he said activist, I don't know. I mean that's a wordplay. I honestly don't want to protect any one of those.
Or even one person.
But I definitively think Ludwig is full of shit for this one. I mean, this is a bit overstepping.
Activist. It was one politician that was quoted, and then all of a sudden there's like this huge group of people who are like, MrBeast getting fucking canceled. This makes no damn sense. I bet it's the liberal. I bet it's the liberal.
And there it is. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now I know where he stands. Yep. And
liberals unhappy that a white man's successful. It's not it. That's not what's going on, even a little bit, tiny bit at all. They're not following the SPJ Code of Ethics, by the way. If you're a journalism student or an aspiring journalist, this is what you should be following. The 4 pillars. I'm going to teach you it. You should remember this shit. And you ever see a journalist who's acting up, you tell him, hey, where are your pillars?
Okay, seek truth and report, act independently, be accountable for transparent, minimize harm.
Because they'll fucking know.
Yep.
That Yahoo journalist should know. Seek truth and report it. That's the fundamental. That's the basis of everything we report on. Act independently.
Ludwig does he definitively seeks the truth, but it's not always 100%.
Right?
It's
You're not supposed to just retweet what other people are doing. You're trying to do your own fucking thing here. Minimize harm. Oh, that's a key one. Make sure that everyone is treated as a human deserving of respect. And then be accountable and transparent. All right, how'd you find your news? If you fuck up, maybe own up that you fucked up. Yahoo News.
Yeah. But also, where was it?
I bet it's the liberals unhappy that a white man's success. It was one person. One happy that a Southerners and others. But that's all showed up in one person.
No, it wasn't one person. This is the first one.
Makes no damn sense. I bet it's the liberals.
Yeah, and then racist stereotype. I mean, I don't care which racist stereotype you do. If you do a racist stereotype, you're basically the same. That's irrelevant.
Make sure that everyone is treated as a human deserving.
And by the way, I still think it can be funny, but not in this specific thing.
Of respect. And then be
not in this specific. If you actually uphold yourself to seek truth, then report it, minimize harm, and then make a freaking accent and make fun of them. Yeah, sorry, you don't uphold your own words. It's not. And you yourself said
accountable and transparent. All right, how'd you find your news? If you fuck up, maybe own up that you fucked up. Yahoo News and the journalist there. I don't think you followed the 4 pillars. Had any sort of support was this quote retweet that said, I think MrBeast would be an incredible channel if he talked a bit more about why he has to do this while doing it. Basically saying, hey, what are the systemic fundamental problems with maybe this group of people versus this group of people, and then fix the thing, and then say, hey, here's how you as an individual now informed with knowledge could hopefully help this or prevent this from happening in the future. Which, you know, is a fair criticism. Maybe you can argue, hey, it's a bit annoying to sit from the high tower and be like, do this now too, after he just added 100 fucking wells.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like that's already pretty good. But that doesn't really feel like getting canceled to me. So it's all a bunch of hoopla. He didn't get fucking canceled. Most people don't give a shit. And most people who do give a shit are just mad at people canceling him, which doesn't exist. It's one aspiring Kenyan politician and one activist who...
Now, as I said, be honest here. You know, and I know, and everybody else knows. There are way more people that want to cancel MrBeast. For the one reason or the other. It's not just one guy. But in the articles that it was shown, as you showed, and we always have to take some information with a grain of salt, because now I remember I stopped watching him. Don't over-dramatize it.
Who was misquoted. There we go. There it is. All right, let's do better fucking journalism next year, baby. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll make more videos if I feel good about them, and have a nice rest of your day. Subscribe. All right, goodbye. See you later.
Yeah. But as it is, good video. Really nicely done. I have, as always, maybe I don't like the person, but F me, he does really entertaining, nice videos. And yeah, but as I said, I mean, the Yahoo News guy, fuck him. Fuck the activist that was there. Fuck the other activist politician. And Ludwig, fuck you for being hypocritical in this case, in this one case. Even nice to see in your own video that you just made. Because we could rewatch it, but fuck it. I already shown enough. And as it is, my acolytes, good night.